Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro. Today we've got some more Star Wars Black Series. Seems like we've been getting quite a bit lately, but the prequel, and animated Clone Wars stuff is definitely wanted and needed in our Black Series collection, so definitely not going to complain, considering we see here Shak T's only number 8 in the collection, so definitely need some more prequel stuff. And we've got plenty of Star Wars Clone Wars stuff, but you know what, a little more won't hurt. But let's go ahead, open these bad boys up and see what's going on with the Black Series, Savage Opress and Shak T. Alright, let's start off with Savage. Let's get into his weapons. Let's start off with the negative, I suppose. Let's get into his lightsaber. Double-bladed, but again, I've talked about this in the past. This just using the plastic color to count as the silver or metal look just does not work, especially when you contrast it with his other weapon. So let's go ahead and pull his other weapon up here. So look at that. I mean, the absolute difference in care and quality, just, it's not even close to the same thing. So lightsaber, big negative for me. But then we have this weapon, and it's super cool. It's got slashes and dashes in it. Makes it look like it's been in some combat. Looks very nice. Moving on down. Not the sturdiest thing, but also I don't think we're going to have too much of a problem. Again, some more damage there at the bottom. Just a very nice looking weapon, and what this lightsaber should be, especially as it's not that big. You know, it's just a little hilt on each side there. So definitely a miss there, especially when these certain Black Series are charged more for a premium edition, or however you want to go with it there. But anyhow, let's go ahead and dig into Savage. Definitely a very nice head sculpt here on Savage. Looks pretty creepy, I must say. Let me get that face in there, get a light shining on him. Looks pretty good. Spikes are pretty spiky all the way around. Pretty nice. Good detail here on his armor. Has a little, almost like a greenish wash over it, but looks pretty good. Does have a little bit of scuffing and damage as well, so really good there. They continue the wash here on his armor plate. Little lightsaber holder. This is rubber, which it's okay, I guess. It's probably better that be rubber than an extra piece of cloth that might just that might not hold up over time. So I'm okay with that. His little gauntlets here are really nice, shiny, with that wash. I wonder what the wash is. Is it just supposed to be dirty, I guess? I don't know. But again, that face is just super cool. Yellow hands. I wonder, did he have any markings down on his hands, and if that's just something that they cheaped out on, or if that's just how his hands were. I'd be curious, because a little bit of black right here probably would have made this pop even more. But if that's not how it was, then that's not how it was. So I guess we just don't know unless we go back and watch the show. More looking at the bluish purple, definitely purple. So purple boots, some buckles. And again, that weathering, that wash that we have over the, almost, it looks like almost the entire figure. Some really good detail here on the bottom of the boots. Kind of get the stitching of the boot to the sole of the shoe there. So really nice. Overall, a very good looking figure. Super cool. I'm digging this a whole lot. Definitely big, definitely meaty. Yeah, all I can say really negative about this figure is that lightsaber. And you know, if you're kind of only a Clone Wars person and you're displaying it, and you've got room to display it with the lightsaber up and everything, that's kind of a bummer, visual wise, to take away from the figure. But that's what they decided to go with. I guess that was just, that right there was just worth the saving the, like, what, less than a penny to make. So definitely a bummer, but this figure is an A+ figure, no doubt about it. But let's go ahead and crack on open and get Shak T out of her plastic prison and see what's going on with her in this awesome figure. I'm just like, whoa, this is a good figure. Glad I didn't wait too awful long on it. I tried to play the long game, but yeah, it won in the long term. I couldn't wait anymore. So pretty cool there. But now, as I said, let's get into Shak. Alright, let's jump in to Shak, starting off with their accessories. Got a lightsaber here, and again, it's amazing the difference when you actually paint this lightsaber and put a little tiny smidge of effort into it. Obviously very nice gold accent at the top, but a simple lightsaber for sure. And that might be the only thing simple about this figure. As we look in, starting off here at the top, we've got some very ornate gold accents here at the top of her lecule area. And that just pops super, super nice. As we know, Shak had an untimely demise in a deleted scene for Revenge of the Sith, so I guess that might be just why this is an Attack of the Clone version. Again, some of that gold detail, they really went all out. Looks really, really good. Very long all the way down here. Jedi robes, very ornate, lots of detail going on there. We got got a Jedi robe, we've got an under thing here, so very good. A little extra. I think this may have been better just being cloth. I don't know, it's okay though. Not that I don't know. The balance is a little off, I feel like with this. I feel like the balance is just a little bit off on that, but it's not a bad thing at all. I mean, everything else really, really makes up for that tiny thing, and that's just a kind of a personal preference. Let's see if we got arm action going up. Nope. Okay, so she has cloth underneath. Well, cloth underneath here, so it's covered up. I was curious to see if we were going to get paint all the way through, but that might just be on her headdress, which is okay. Underneath, we've got some tall boots here. Very, very tall boots. Looks nice and sturdy. Let's see how she stands. I'll be curious to see how she stands. Alright, how we doing? We'll mess with it a little. We'll mess with it when we get them posed down and see how it is, and we'll give our thoughts on that. But looks like a little smudge there on the side. But considering the tampos and all that stuff on this, that's not too bad. It's on the side, and you know, if that's obviously that was on her face, we'd have a very different opinion on that. But where it is, that's fine. But let's go ahead and get Savage all posed out. Let's get Shak all posed out and give our final thoughts on these two pretty awesome figures. What do we think? Let's find out. And there we have it, Shak and Savage Opress. All in all, two outstanding banger figures. This is just so disappointing though, the lightsaber. I mean, it sticks out like a sore thumb. Just an absolute miss, and really, really hurts the figure even more than I thought it would when it's posed out like that. I don't think I can even put that lightsaber on there. I think it detracts away from the figure that much. So that is a massive bummer. That drops the figure down from an A+ to like a B-. It really takes away that much. But hey, I mean, that is what it is. You can't win them all. And if you wanted to, you could always customize it, give it a paint job, but that's not what we as collectors should have to do to make our figures adequate. And then you've got Shak, who's just a home run all the way around. I do wish the bottom cloth was just a little less low. I wish, you know, it was just kind of even with her boots. It makes it a little difficult to work around, maneuver around with the standing. But honestly, not a issue with the figure. That's just more of a preference for display and making it a little easier to get up there. But like I said, not one that I'm have an actual issue with. But those are just my thoughts, and I'm sure that you have your own, and we'd love to hear about them in the comments down below. And while you're there, you might as well go ahead and like this video, and of course, subscribe to the channel as we post new content every single day. But I do think it's about time to get on out of here. It's about time to throw one back. So for myself and Uncle BJ, we are going to throw one back. And we'll see you all next time.